What is the tribulation? The tribulation, in the context of Christian eschatology, refers to a future period of intense suffering and hardship that is often associated with the end times or the last days. Different Christian denominations and theological traditions may have varying interpretations of the nature, timing, and specifics of the tribulation. The concept is primarily derived from biblical passages, particularly those found in the books of Daniel and Revelation, as well as certain teachings of Jesus in the Gospels. Key features associated with the concept of the tribulation include duration. The duration of the tribulation is often understood to be 7 years, a period derived from the interpretation of the 70th week in the book of Daniel, Daniel 9:24-27. Judgments. The tribulation is characterized by a series of divine judgments, often depicted as seals, trumpets, and bowls in the book of Revelation. These judgments include natural disasters, plagues, wars, and other cataclysmic events. Persecution of believers. Many interpretations of the tribulation involve significant persecution of believers, both Jewish and Christian. This persecution is often associated with the rise of a figure known as the Antichrist or the Beast. Antichrist and false prophet. The Antichrist, according to many interpretations, is a charismatic and powerful figure who deceives many and opposes God. The false prophet is often considered a religious leader who supports the Antichrist. Great Tribulation. Within the 7-year period, a specific period known as the Great Tribulation is often identified, characterized by intensified suffering and persecution. Rapture. The timing of the tribulation is a subject of theological debate. Some believe in a pre-tribulation rapture, where believers are taken up to be with Christ before the tribulation begins. Others hold to a mid-tribulation or post-tribulation rapture, placing the event at different points during or after the tribulation. End of the tribulation. The tribulation is believed to culminate in the return of Jesus Christ, who establishes his kingdom, judges the nations, and brings an end to the reign of the Antichrist. Seals, trumpets, and bowls. The book of Revelation outlines a series of judgments during the tribulation, often divided into 7 seals, 7 trumpets, and 7 bowls. These judgments include various catastrophes, such as natural disasters, plagues, and cosmic disturbances. 144,000 sealed. In the book of Revelation, Revelation 7, a group of 144,000 individuals, consisting of 12,000 from each of the 12 tribes of Israel, is described as being sealed by God during the tribulation. Interpretations vary regarding the identity and role of this group. Mark of the Beast. The concept of the mark of the beast is derived from Revelation 13:16-18, which describes a mark that people will receive on their right hands or foreheads during the reign of the Antichrist. Accepting this mark is seen as aligning oneself with the Antichrist and bearing significant consequences. Famines, earthquakes, and pestilences. Jesus, in his Olivet Discourse, Matthew 24:3-14, speaks of various signs that will precede the end times, including famines, earthquakes, and pestilences. These events are often associated with the tribulation. Role of Israel. Some interpretations of biblical prophecy suggest a special role for Israel during the tribulation. This may include the conversion of a significant number of Jews to faith in Jesus Christ, the rebuilding of the temple in Jerusalem, and the fulfillment of specific promises to the nation. War in heaven. The book of Revelation, Revelation 12:7-12, describes a cosmic conflict between Michael and his angels and the dragon, Satan, and his angels during the tribulation. This conflict results in Satan being cast out of heaven to the earth. Martyrdom of saints. The tribulation is often associated with the martyrdom of those who refuse to worship the Antichrist or receive his mark. These martyrs are depicted as a significant group in heaven in Revelation 7:9-17. Wonders and deceptions. The Bible warns of false prophets and deceivers who will perform signs and wonders during the end times, leading many astray. Matthew 24:24, 2 Thessalonians 2:9-12. This theme is often connected to the tribulation period. Redeemed multitude. In Revelation 7:9-17, a great multitude from every nation, tribe, people, and language is seen standing before the throne of God. This multitude is described as having come out of the Great Tribulation, indicating a group of believers who endured the hardships of that period. Witness of the two witnesses. According to the book of Revelation, Revelation 11:1-14, two witnesses are described as prophesying during the tribulation. These witnesses are given authority and perform miracles, but they are eventually killed. Their ministry is often associated with a period of testimony and judgment. Babylon the Great. Revelation depicts the fall of a great city called Babylon, symbolizing a corrupt and oppressive worldly system opposed to God. Interpretations of the identity of Babylon vary, with some seeing it as a literal city, and others as a symbolic representation of human rebellion against God. Escape to the wilderness. In Matthew 24:15-22 and Revelation 12:6, there are references to believers fleeing to the wilderness for protection during the tribulation. This is often seen as a period of divine preservation for those who refuse to worship the Antichrist. Imminence of the end times. Many eschatological views emphasize the idea of the imminent return of Christ, meaning that believers should be ready for his return at any moment. This perspective often underlies the urgency of living a faithful and prepared life. Separation of sheep and goats. In Matthew 25:31-46, Jesus describes a judgment scene where people are separated into two groups, the sheep and the goats, based on their treatment of others. This passage is often associated with the end times and the judgment of nations. Cessation of the gospel. Some eschatological views suggest that during the tribulation there will be a temporary cessation or limitation of the global proclamation of the gospel, leading to a unique context for individuals to make decisions about their faith. Role of angels in judgment. The book of Revelation portrays angels as executing various judgments during the tribulation. This includes angels blowing trumpets and pouring out bowls of wrath, symbolizing divine judgment on a rebellious world. Environmental catastrophes. The tribulation is often associated with severe environmental disturbances, including cosmic disturbances, earthquakes, and other natural disasters. These events are described in symbolic and dramatic language in passages like Revelation 6:12-17. Heavenly worship during the tribulation. Revelation depicts scenes of worship in heaven during the tribulation, where heavenly beings and redeemed saints praise God despite the tumultuous events on earth. This emphasizes the ultimate victory and sovereignty of God. It's important to note that views on the tribulation can vary significantly among Christian denominations and theological traditions. Some interpret the related passages in a more literal sense, while others may view them more symbolically or allegorically. Additionally, eschatological beliefs are complex and have evolved over centuries within Christianity. As such, different believers and denominations may hold diverse perspectives on the tribulation and its significance in the broader framework of end-time events.